Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. So today's video, I'm giving you my initial impression and review of the new Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra. Alright, so it's July 23rd. This just came in the mail today. All the other review videos you've seen online so far have been pre-releases given to people by Samsung to review their product. Unlike them, I bought this with my own money. I go back and forth between Garmin watches and Samsung Galaxy watches, and I do use an Android phone. So I'm going to try to give you an unbiased, quick first impressions video, unlike most of the ones you see on the internet right now. Okay, so I am a Galaxy Watch 5 Pro owner, and the reason that I decided to go ahead and purchase this was because when I did the pre-order a couple weeks ago, Samsung was offering a really great trade-in option to get $350 for my Watch 5 Pro. And I had basically worn this for a while, and it had just been sitting in a drawer collecting dust at this point. It's not that I did not like this. It's definitely, the Watch 5 Pro was the best smartwatch I have ever used. It's just for what I do normally, the Garmin watches are better. So my Instinct 2X from Garmin here has just enough smartwatch features like notification and some very rudimentary capability to send replies. It also has Garmin Pay, so I can use the NFC payments. It has really good activity tracking, obviously sleep monitoring, and my favorite feature of all is the physical flashlight, which I paid, so basically a $400 flashlight on my wrist, but I do use it all the time. So will this new Galaxy Watch Ultra be enough to get me to move it to daily driver status? Well, that's what we're going to find out. So again, $350 credit for trading this in. I only paid $100 on eBay for my Watch 5 Pro, so I can't pass that deal up. They made this actually pretty affordable. Price of the Galaxy Watch Ultra is something that catches a lot of people off guard. It is quite expensive. It is still a lot cheaper than the Apple Watch Ultra. Something to keep in mind. Question is, if you have a Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, is it worth the upgrade? So my initial impression is going to be, no, not really. So I always wore my Watch 5 Pro in this Spigen rugged armor case. So it basically, made it for a pretty large package. It looked good though. And the new Galaxy Watch Ultra, it's definitely, I'm not going to say unique, but it's a different look for the Galaxy Watch in more recent years. Some people say that they tried to copy off Apple. No, Samsung is the OG of the smartwatch, and they actually had this design first. Now, did they add this quick action button like a Apple Watch Ultra? Yes, they did. Okay, so I guess you got that. But besides that, this is Samsung's original design, and it is very nice. So a couple of quick facts. So the battery size between the Watch 5 Pro and the new Ultra is the same. So that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping, with that larger square case that they would be able to fit a larger battery in there. But supposedly, with the new energy efficient hardware running inside of the Galaxy Watch Ultra, it will make better use of the battery, supposedly up to a few days of solid wearing of the watch. So we're going to find out about that. I always use an always-on display. I do sleep tracking. I wear it 24/7. The only time I charge my watch is, well, nice thing about my Garmin watch is I pretty much never charge it since it's solar, and it's got at least 35 days of battery power. But again, to have a full smartwatch, it's one of the trade-offs. So when I'm in the shower in the morning, drop this on the quick charger in the bathroom, And usually just by doing that for the amount of time that I'm in the shower, it will get me through a week, no problem. And then on Sundays, I will let it do a full charge. That allows me to do sleep tracking and get through the day with all of the work that I do. Again, with an always on display. So again, let's talk about just quick watch face stuff real quick. So the watch faces that come on the watch, one of the cool new features that Samsung is touting is the night mode. Basically a copy of what Garmin has done on their Epix watch with the like redshift night mode. Now the problem is on this watch here, there's only a couple watch faces that support it. Now obviously in time there will be more. I'm sure it will be opened up to the aftermarket and people and developers for watch faces, but I guess the most disappointing thing to me is I do not like analog watch faces that much. So of the included ultra watch faces, this is the one I guess that I like the most right here. And night mode is not even an option on Samsung's built-in watch face. It is not even an option. So that is kind of disappointing to me. So if we go here, night mode, we can just turn it on so you can see what it looks like. So that is what night mode looks like. You can set it on, off, or to come on automatically. So on my Garmin Epix watch, it would come on at like a predetermined time that you set, and it would even darken down completely to like when you're sleeping to just the time. So it was very dim in the room. I'll be curious to see how this works at night. But again, you know, my preferred watch face, it's not even going to be an option for me, unfortunately, right now. So hopefully in the near future, I'll be able to really try that out. So, but I will say that the included watch faces are very customizable. They do look good. But again, you know, if you like a digital watch face, of the included faces, there is nothing that just has the clock across the middle. Still one of my favorite watch faces, the Chester Infinity Pro. It's what I use on my Watch 5 Pro here. Now obviously I've been waiting for a Watch 6 Pro. We kind of knew that was never going to happen. Samsung continued to sell the Watch 5 Pro as like their premium smartwatch until this thing came along here. So initial impression, it is very snappy. A lot of people are disappointed in the lack of the rotating bezel. Now obviously if you had a Watch 5 Pro, you were used to not having that. On the Watch 5 Pro, they did have it where it was built in to here and you could rotate, which worked good. It is similar on this one. There's haptic feedback. I will say it is actually even better than the Watch 5 Pro. This almost feels like you are using a rotating bezel when you turn this. The built-in haptic feedback feels like it is clicking on under your fingers. So obviously, you know, sapphire display, very important, just like the 5 Pro. So you don't have to worry about scratching it. You don't need a screen protector. Body, very rugged. It is hefty, just a little bit heavier than the Watch 5 Pro. Again, the Watch 5 Pro, I really did not care for the look with the stock band. So to me, the overall look of this is a big improvement. I can wear it without any kind of case on it or any kind of, you know, different band. Now it was a little bit different. You see everybody has that, you know, orange band that is all in the marketing. I opted for the peak form band. I didn't really care for the clasp style. I wanted a little more traditional. In the pictures, it does look kind of like it's black, so I was a little disappointed to see that it's like this gray color, but it actually doesn't look too bad, I think. You can see this peak form band, that's what it looks like. It's got classic 2 rubber straps to hold the band in place, hooks here. As part of the promotion, it did come with this extra trail band right here. This one is kind of like, it stretches, does have the kind of like tube design, like the colored band that you could get with the watch. I'm not sure, honestly, that I will ever use this. So the new method of hooking up the bands, it's actually pretty simple. It'll be nice to see when the aftermarket bands come out. You just press this button on the back right here. And it pulls out like that. And it's the same thing to install it. You kind of have to press this button in and click the band in. It's pretty easy though, as you can see. It does look like there's a little bit of a technology change on the back here. Obviously this does include LTE, just like the Watch 5 Pro. Alright, so you can program the button here, the quick shortcut button, to a handful of things. You cannot program it to whatever you want. There are options. I have it programmed to the screen flashlight, which actually does get kind of bright in a dark room. I'm still going to play around with that. So again, you know, I like a big watch. This is a large watch. It's pretty heavy. But if you're used to any kind of like sports fitness watch, it's not heavier. It doesn't feel any bigger than any of them. Again, just comparing these two, 47 millimeter versus 45 millimeter, pretty much the same thing. No real big difference there in the way it's going to feel on your wrist. Again, build quality, both built really well. Both have a titanium body and a sapphire crystal display. So there's no real difference there. Again, same battery, size, more efficient but more powerful processor in the new one. The software is pretty much the same. So that's why I'm not really showing a bunch of features in the software. It's just Wear OS. I mean, there's nothing really spectacular about it at all. You know, they have this new energy score thing, which is basically just a copy off of what Garmin does. You can set up all your different tiles, you know, for whatever you want. All the same stuff. It's just kind of a refreshed look of what the Watch 5 Pro had, but this will probably get a software update that makes it look like this anyway. So is it worth the upgrade? Well, that's going to be up to you. Again, for me, with a $350 trade-in credit on that and the pre-sales discount, you know, for a couple $100, I think this was worth it. Had I not got the discount and the great trade-in on this, I would not have paid that much for it. So it's all going to be up to the individual user. Again, I do like the way this looks without any kind of case on it, and that does make it stand out to me over the Watch 5 Pro. So I think it looks great. Will it unseat my Garmin watch? Well, we'll see about that. Alright, so this is just a quick real overview after owning the watch for under 24 hours. Wanted to get it live on YouTube. I'll have a more long-term review later on after I've gotten to really play with it and really gotten to see the battery life. So just, you know, we're to 85%, and it's that's after, you know, a full charge and just setting it up, and I've been playing with it nonstop. So be interested to see how it lasts compared. I really do want it to give me, you know, a multi-day charge. That way, just my little bit of charging every day will keep it going. So I will report back on that. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them below. Let me know if you got your watch, what you like or dislike about it. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll have a link in the description where you can buy the watch if you'd like. And until next time, thanks for watching.